Welcome to all of you all. On behalf of KVO Stanapasi Mahajan Sanchalit Matushri Manibai Shivji Devji Kanya Academy Fund, I welcome each one of you all the participants on YouTube and my fellow co-panelists. I welcome to all of you. Matushri Manibai Shivji Devji Kanya Academy Fund is very happy to celebrate its 53rd year, its completion of 53 years. I think it's been a long journey, and a journey of any organization is worth a mention and worth a take on. This organization has been instituted for promoting and empowering young girls and women through higher education. This organization definitely has been built with a great vision at a time when women education was not so common at the higher education level. They were, of course, trained on many skills, but skills which would make them more perfect, better in running their homes, taking care of their family members, and so on, which is also very important. But at the same time, women also have aspirations, they also have their dreams. And I'm sure the visions, the donor family at that time did not want these dreams to get suffocated. And they wanted that women should also go in for higher education and must also take on careers if at all they wish to. The organization has in the past, since the past, been giving scholarships and interest-free loan. And this has continued every year for every field of education after the 10th, that is after the SSC board exams, for their junior colleges or for their senior college, post-graduation and other higher education also. Very happy to say that we have many professional women and many women who have completed their masters and doctorate and many other certification programs in the different fields of education, spanning from arts, commerce, science, medicine, engineering, design, law, and so on and so forth. Women have now found their space in niche areas. This organization, along with many other KVO organizations, has really contributed to the growth of women empowerment. Not only is the interest-free loan continued even today, because finance still continues to be one of the biggest challenge in the field of education. However, besides that, we are also aware that as the world has got more complex, more closer because of the internet and the online facilities, at the same time, it has still got more complex because there is an information overload. And therefore, most of the children at the raw age, while they are 16 or 15, they are very confused with their careers. They do not know how they're going to, what they're going to study on, how they're going to complete their careers of their dream. And therefore, this organization has been guiding students for various careers through career seminars, day with professionals, wherein students can meet professionals from the academia as well as from the industry, the corporate. There are deans, principals, vice chancellors, pro-vice chancellors, principals, heads of departments, faculty, professors, and the top professionals and leadership, the people with leadership positions who have also come in for guiding students on day with professionals or meet the professionals and career seminar. Many of these activities have been combined jointly with other KVO esteemed institutes. This story does not end. The aptitude test is evaluated. The student undergoes the aptitude test, and thereon there are personal interviews, one-on-one interviews. The students are counseled and they're taken further. This is for national and international education. This is again a very, very important aspect, but this organization directly also imparts education to those women who have completed their education, their formal education long back, or who have not had that privilege of going to institutions for higher education. So it empowers those women with soft skill training and hard skill training, right? All in all the parts of Mumbai, central suburbs, western suburbs, center Mumbai, and South Mumbai. This is all done through experts from the field, from the respective field. And many women thus have benefited in all these activities. The lockdown period was actually, we are all aware, it was very sudden, it was very uncertain, and we are all aware that the lockdown, there were several levels of lockdown. And however, this organization, the committee, the trustees, the visionary, the entire team who had a great vision, decided not to continue this as a dead end or just to keep waiting towards the uncertain period, but it really thought that why not convert this into an opportunity, and thereby several programs were conducted for the benefit of the community. Just to mention a few: digital marketing, social media marketing, e-commerce. We had on entrepreneurship, that's the Lakshya program, sessions on good parenting, also languages like Mandarin, the French, Sanskrit. We also had sessions on financial literacy. Sessions were conducted on the email which is used for business, LinkedIn, how to set up a LinkedIn account, how to take it further, how it can be useful for professionals. There were several such skills which were imparted, which are very important for the 21st century. Not to miss, on Saturday and Sunday, we have one of the very popular program. Saturday is the tips from toppers and tips from champions. Currently is the tips from champions, which continues through one episode after another. And this happens on Saturday at 4:30. We have the international students coming on tips from champions at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday. These students who have excelled themselves through their all-round development, who have not only excelled in academics, but also their co-curricular, extracurricular, who come back and share their journey. Because today we all know there are multiple specializations and super specializations. And every student, although they may broadly take a particular stream, they find their niche, they combine their skills and create their own unique profession. And therefore, most of these students who are well placed or who are really doing well in academics and as well as profession are interviewed. They come and share their journey, very committed to the KVO community. And it's a wonder that students abroad from UK, USA, Germany, and many other countries have very happily come to share their journey, their stories, their challenges, their opportunities, the processes, how they went through. So it is very useful for students who are either looking out for educational streams or looking out for higher education, or also finding new internships while they're studying, or looking out for jobs, or also looking out for change in job at senior positions. These Saturday events have really been eventful and very fruitful. On Sunday, we have this very favorite program, Apna Time Aayega. Apna Time Aayega is a story of those entrepreneurs who have really dared to do something on their own. They have struggled, but however, they have emerged successful. So we do showcase startup ideas, design thinkers, entrepreneurs who have been established since years, but may have rejuvenated depending on the current time and the current needs. We are also very happy to share there are 3 very important projects which I'm very happy and glad to share with all of you. And these continue to be the very prestigious projects, and I'm sharing them very specifically so that students of future also are able to take benefit of these 3. All the sessions that I mentioned, all the programs that we have conducted so far during the lockdown in the last 7 months, we started somewhere in the third week, April, and we have continuously having exhaustive programs, very, very beneficial. These events are all there recorded on the YouTube channel of MMSD KKF. I repeat again, MMSD KKF is the YouTube channel. Do view them, do visit them, and increase your knowledge power, increase your confidence, increase your networking, because there are many resource people who have left their contacts there. Or in case they are not there and you want to, you can definitely connect to Matushri, Manibai, Shivji Devji, Kanya Keruni Fund. We are present on social media platforms. We are there on Facebook, Instagram. We have our own website, and we do have the YouTube channel. Do connect with us with all this. The three important projects that I was talking about. The BCS MA Merit Award, that is the Bhartiben Chimanlal Shivji Merit Award, which is to glorify or acknowledge and recognize the achievements during the different levels of the milestones that the KVO girls achieve. We are very happy and proud of our own KVO daughters who year on year in the last 7 years, and this will be the 8th year, who have succeeded to cross and prove themselves through the BCSMA and achieve laurels for themselves. So we do have the winners, rankers, and the runner-ups. These are all evaluated not only based on their academic performance and academic scores given by their university or institute, but they're also, and not only by the co-curricular, which they may have achieved certificates in sports or cultural or so on, but they're also evaluated live through group activities. There are tasks given, there are targets given to them. They are performing in the groups. Their teamwork is evaluated, how they perform, how they coordinate, how they cooperate, how they communicate is also evaluated. They are also evaluated through their personal interviews, the challenges that they may have faced, the way in which they have crossed the challenges, how they look at themselves and their challenges after having even passed it. So they are evaluated on that. There is an online aptitude test that they give. There is a written assessment which they give. So they are evaluated in various different facets. And not to miss, all the students pass through a training program. There are various workshops which are conducted to prepare them for all this. So this is not only a recognition, but it's also a training program. So the students benefit immensely through the training and also networking. Not to miss is the network, because they are communicating and interacting with each other from the various streams, and most of them are ranging between the age group from 16 to maybe even 30, depending upon what they have qualified for. So the BCSMA is a very, very prestigious award, and there are many international KVO daughters who have also qualified. Students appear for these exams even from out of Mumbai. We've had students from Hyderabad, Bangalore, Kolkata, Delhi, and many other parts also. The second project that I was mentioning is the Prince Merit Award, which has been instituted by Srimati Kalaben Mahendrabai Cheda Prince Parivar, which has got the vision to basically acknowledge those girls and support those KVO daughters who have really struggled and who have excelled. They have secured admission in premier institute and universities nationally and internationally. These institutes, just to name a few, to give some examples, are the national law colleges. They could be the national engineering colleges, the IITs, the IIMs, NID, NIFT, various colleges like KM, Sion Hospital. So those government recognized institutes and universities nationally and internationally, we have Harvard, Stanford, and so on. The students are not only supported financially and the merit award, not only at the time of admission, but also through their career. While they're studying there, of course, they have to fulfill certain requirements. The third very important project is instituted by Srimati Premilabin Lakshmichand Kuwarji Nanji Kenya Parivar, which is mainly for international education, foreign education. These students who have secured admission for masters internationally, who have dared to dream in spite of all the challenges that they face over here. We are all aware that there are societal challenges, there are financial challenges, and there are many other challenges also. They have passed all these challenges, they've surpassed that, and they have dared to study internationally. This particular project also supports such students with financial assistance. It's an interest-free soft loan which the organization provides the students while she is studying internationally. It is obvious that after she is completing her education, she will be more empowered, more willing to support the KVO organization, and therefore she returns back all the loan taken, and which is then recycled for another set of students. We are extremely happy that all these projects that I've spoken about are very sought for by the students. Continuously, there are applications either for the BCSMA or for the Prince Merit Award, or they could be for the international education by Srimati Premila Bain family. We are very happy to say that most of the activities have really been doing well, and we invite more and more applications. The sole objective of the organization, of the trustees and the committee members, is that none of the KVO daughter must be denied education if she has dreamt for her master's or bachelor's or international education or so on. And we do support students for all fields and all streams of education. Financially, we also support them through guidance. We connect them to the best of experts, and we wish that the KVO girls will excel themselves. And it is but obvious that the community excels when the women of the community is also respected and allowed to do what she wishes to do, of course, keeping her family in the center. Not now taking much time, I would like to introduce this event which I've just mentioned, Apna Time Aayega. We have very, very esteemed panelists, and I'm very glad to welcome all of them. Excuse me. I'm extremely happy to welcome them. Uh, we have in front of us Hina Dedia Contractor, who lives in Parel, and she is the daughter of Leelavati Ramniklal Dedia from the village Pragpur. Very happy to welcome you, Hina. Hina will talk about her stories and her area of finance, her entrepreneurial journey in finance. We have Rupal Manish Tejani from village Mundra Baroi, and I'm very happy to say that Rupal is getting telecasted right now from Mahabaleshwar, and of course comes from the very popular brand, very known brand amongst the KVO community, the Dreamland Hotel in Mahabaleshwar. Welcome to you, Rupal. We will wait to hear your story. We also have Hiloni, one of the youngest entrepreneur right now today on screen, Hiloni Umang Pradeep Gala from village Baroi, who lives in Matunga. She is the daughter of Geeta Hasmukh Furia from village Beraja. And her journey is in advertising and marketing. I'm sure social marketing is a forte. And Rupal will be talking from the food industry. She'll be talking about the farm industry. And Hina will be talking the finance. So we have women in so many different fields. We are very happy to welcome you on behalf of Matushri Manibai Shivji Devji, Kanya Kanoni Fund. I welcome all the three of you. And if we are ready, we can begin first with Hina. Hina, can we begin?
Yes. Yeah, is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible. You can start.
Okay. Um, Thank you so much, Ilabin, and a very warm welcome to all of you, all the participants, and all those who are watching live to my story over here. So, before I begin my journey of entrepreneurship, I would like to thank KVO Stanakwasi Jain Mahajan Mumbai and Matushri Manibai Shivji Devji Kanya Kelavni Fund for this wonderful platform. And special thanks to Ilabain for giving me this opportunity to share my journey over here on this platform. So, to start, I would like to introduce a little bit about me. My name is Hina Dedia Contractor. I have done my BCom. Then I have done my diploma in business management. After that, I have done my certification in financial planning, that is CFP, and also CIA, which is with the insurance certifications. So my qualifications are a certified financial consultant and a certified insurance advisor, and I'm a founder of InvestShaw Financial Planning. That is my company for which through which I offer the financial planning services to my clients. Some of my achievements. So I have received during this journey towards what I am today from where I started, I have received some of the awards and recognitions which have always kept me motivated to go ahead in life. So some of them are Achievers Award from HDFC Life. Then I've received the GB Entrepreneurship Award by the very well-known motivational speaker, Mr. Arfin Khan. Then I have also received a business award in a financial category by Mr. Anil Murarka, who is again a business person. And I was also called by the Bombay Stock Exchange Institute to address some of their financial students over there. So very happy to share with you all these achievements. Now, what has been my journey? So, it is always said that a journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. So, I have taken one step, single small steps at a time to reach where I am today. So, to take you through this entrepreneurship journey, um, to begin with is 1998. So actually I had earlier done my diploma in software, that is software development as well. So that is where I started, and I got a job at NIIT. So that was the start of my work, you can say. Then having worked over there for 2 years, uh, in 2000 marriage came along. So being in a Gujarati Kachi community, and the family is the first priority always. So so the career took a setback, and I left my job during that time, and I wanted to give time to my family, and for to so so then again from 2000 to 2002, 2 years I just give time to my family. And but always there was something behind that I really want to do something in life, and not just sit and not do anything. So I always looked out for some opportunity, some work that I could start. So while applying at a lot of places, I got a job at HSBC Bank, where I started again. So the journey is always, not as we say, life is full of events. So there are a lot of events, there are a lot of ups and downs in life, and different milestones as well as obstacles. So that is how I started. And then again, with the birth of my first child, I had to, the family and my child took the priority. So again I left my job over there, but that that urge was always there, that I really want to do something in life. And then again after 1 year, I again this this came up, like to take up as an insurance advisor. It just came up to me as an opportunity, and I took it up because this would help me have flexible timings, and not I didn't want a 9 to 5 job because my child was my priority. So I took it up, and on a very small scale, not knowing where this would lead to. But so I started with insurance advisor with Life Insurance Corporation, and after that I always wanted to give something extra to my clients. So though I was having different types of insurance plans, etc., but I wanted to give a holistic approach, so holistic financial plan to my clients. So then I took up certification in as a CFP, certified financial planner. Then I completed my CFP in a year's time, which was also 2009 when I had my second child. But I still continued with my work, though it was, sometimes. There were times when there was not much work, or there were times when this had to take I had to take a step back and give priority to my family. But I still kept going, and then again 2019, recently I did my certification as an insurance advisor. And how I found this is how I found my company, that is Investor Financial Planning, and I am today here. I have reached to this level where I am. So this was a little bit about my journey. Something about my work I would like to share with all of you. So what do? We provide need-based financial planning solutions to our clients. Uh, we plan for their various financial goals. So each person, each individual, each family has different set of financial needs, goals, etc. So accordingly, we plan for them. We offer a wide variety of investment products to suit the client's budget, risk profile. Each person has a different budget, their risk profile is different. So we take all that into account, and then we suggest a holistic plan for them so that they can take care of all their financial planning needs. Which is investments, that is wealth protection as well as wealth creation. Um, and one very important thing is, which has helped us during this pandemic, during the lockdown period, is that we provide a complete online platform to our customers. That is, though this platform was already there, but people were not very much into online thing. But during the pandemic, it has really helped us take this forward, and we were able to serve more and more clients, and include them on this online platform, which is a wonderful platform, which is a paperless e-wealth account. So there is no requirement to meet anyone personally, or one to one. It can be done completely online, and the client can sit at their home and manage their portfolio investments. And there is a lot of awareness that has been created regarding your wealth protection and as well as health. So people really now are very much aware of buying health plans. So all this has helped during the pandemic, and by the grace of God, work is on, and it has never stopped for me. It is always keep going. And so one more thing, which this virtual world has helped, is that we are able to reach a lot of clients through our so we have investor awareness programs on a continuous basis, which we call in which we call experts from the industries, from the different financial backgrounds, to speak. And we have it as a webinar, so that we can include more and more people into this, and they can take the benefit of being aware of their financial planning and help them take the right decisions in financial planning. So this is a little bit about my work. Now, my vision. So what do I really want to do? I want to touch maximum families, make them aware of the importance of financial security, which would help during these uncertain times. So, we should always have a source of second income. That is what we say in our financial planning terms, which would help. So now, what better example than this pandemic, that a lot of businesses have been stopped. But if our investments are done in such a way that we would have a second income, a lot of things are taken care of. Then the second thing I want to do is spread financial awareness to the young generation, the millennials, and encourage them to start investing early with a long-term view. So start early, stay invested is the motto, which I would like to spread with the young generation. And one very important vision that I always had and I really want to do, and I have done a lot towards this, is spreading financial literacy among women. So, during my work and, interacting with a lot of families, traditional families, I have come across that most of these financial decisions are taken by men most of the times. And the female of the family is not aware that what are the investments that are done, or what is the health plan that is taken. So sometimes it so happens that if the male of the family is faced with any uncertain unforeseen event, the woman really doesn't know what she has to do, and she's completely lost. This is a personal experience. So this is one thing I really want to uh, spread awareness and make them aware that these are the different types of, and they should at least be aware of what has been done in the family. So these are a few things with my vision that I have shared with you. That's all with my journey. If you have any queries regarding financial planning, and if anyone wants to even take it up as a career, I am happy to guide. These are my handles, social media handles. Invest Your FP is my handle. I'm available on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and even my contact number is there. So I would be happy to help. Thank you so much. Thanks for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, Hina. Also would like to
Thank
mention,
you.
That Hina is also the daughter of Ramnik Bhai, who's been a great social worker of this times. And we really wish you the best, because the social angle within you of helping other women certainly is a reflection of his work for the community.
Thank you.
Moving on. Yes, Rupal, are you ready? You are on mute, Rupal.
Yes, I'm good to go.
Yeah. Welcome to you from all the way from Mahabaleshwar. And we are sure that your connectivity will be fine. Not to worry.
It's not.
We can see.
Hello, everyone. Yes?
Yeah, we can see.
Hello, everyone. A very good evening. I would like to thank Matushri Manibai, Shivji Devshi, Kanya Keloni Fund, and Shri KVO Thanakwasi Jain Majan, Mumbai, for giving me this platform to share my journey. You are what you eat. That is my mantra. From a science background, having majored in microbiology and biochemistry, I shifted to Madeshwar in the very lap of nature. Today, here I am with Dream Farm, a full-fledged business started in 2012 with 80 plus products, with verticals in fruits, exotics, vegetables, and English herbs. It started with strawberries in 2012, which are synonymous with Mahabaleshwar. Our philosophy is farm to fork, and our belief is to give the best quality produce. The idea is to have an educated approach to growing, using innovative techniques with natural fertilizers, producing residue-free vegetables and fruits. This has immense health benefits, and Dream Farm is all about a healthy lifestyle. Here we sense the consumer and tourist need. People love to carry back strawberries for personal use and gifting. However, there used to be some of substandard quality, and there was no standardization. We sensed a potential for creating a trusted source, and this led to a foresight to create a branding of strawberries. We developed a strawberry box with ECF material certified by the US FDA to enhance the shelf life of an extremely perishable product. Boxes were gifted happily by near and dear consumers, and we were on our path. However, along the way, I realized that certain English herbs and exotics flourished in the mountain climes blessed with crisp, cool weather. Basil, parsley, zucchini, also fresh, had an extended shelf life, and the quality was incomparable. This was the niche I discovered and was our differentiation factor. At Dream Farm, we are constantly catering to changing demands by adapting and innovating. For example, we have everything from rainbow carrots, Swiss chard, purple snap peas, and even white brinjals. At Dream Farm, there is a continuous process line, sorting, grading with the utmost attention to detail to provide our customers with optimal quality produce. This is enhanced by our superior and attractive packaging. New avenues like the retail sector in Pune opened up in iconic retail outlets and gourmet stores. An important aspect of this business was to network and find opportunities in the retail sector to have a strong B2B presence on shelves. We have been able to tap prestigious retailers like Godrej Nature's Basket, Dorachi's, Star Bazaar, Reliance, etc. My travels helped me greatly as sourcing seeds from Holland became a norm. I scoured the markets and by trial and error discovered superfoods like kale, 5 varieties of which grow in abundance. I always planned my trips so that I could contribute and continue it with my R&D, research and development. For example, attending exhibitions like Floriade in Netherlands, Gulf Food in Dubai, and learning the age-old techniques of agriculture in Cheshki Krumlov. In the current pandemic scenario, we follow the strictest hygiene and sanitization practices and have realized that consumers trust us and are appreciating our pre-packed products. A relevant innovation for good health and immunity from Dream Farm is the Grandma's Immunity Kada, which has been well received in the retail sector. Dream Farm is closely connected with the environment and farming community. It is a symbiotic relationship. We pay close attention to sustainable sourcing, contract farming, fair wages, women empowerment, and employing and educating our partners. For example, we provide imported seeds to the contract farmers with 100% buyback guarantee at remunerative prices. Additionally, we have 20 plus women working with us who have become financially independent. I'm extremely thankful for the media support over the years, be it the current iWoman Global Awards, awards at Empress Garden Botanical Shows, the publications in prestigious magazines and newspapers like Upper Crust, Lokmat, and Sakal. And besides this, I'm also grateful for the support and love from my family and friends. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rupal. It was really a fantastic journey shared. Your fruits were very tempting. We're all Apna time Aayega, the entire team will be there in Mahabaleshwar.
You have to come. You have to come and see this and taste them to know what it is.
Definitely. It was a very wonderful journey. Definitely, we'll get back to you for questions also. And now we move to Hiloni.
Yes, hi.
Hi, Hiloni. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'll start. Hi, everybody. I would like to start by thanking Dr. Ila, MMS DKKF, for giving me this platform and this opportunity to share my entrepreneurial journey with all of you. A couple of days ago, when Dr. Ila messaged me, she WhatsApped me, and she was like, would you like to speak about your entrepreneurial journey? A whirlwind of thoughts, emotions, and memories came to my mind. And as I sat down to jot down my thoughts as to what I'm going to be speaking about with all of you, I realized that what I want to really speak about is, yes, my journey, but I also want to speak about my entrepreneurial spirit. And what do I mean when I say spirit? It's basically a collection of all the beliefs that I have accumulated over a period of years. Beliefs that have become the pillars of my personality, not only as an entrepreneur, but also as an individual. So diving right into it, I want to start by talking about my beliefs, my entrepreneurial beliefs with all of you. And the first one that I want to talk about is performance trumps all. To explain what I mean, I'm going to take you back a couple of years when I was a student at Jai Hind College. And I was a student of Bachelor's of Mass Media, and I majored in advertising. Those years, those formative years of my life, the exposure that I got at Jai Hind was unparalleled. Right from the faculty to the projects that we were assigned, honestly, the exposure was just phenomenal. And at the ethos of, at the core of Jai Hind BMM, there was a belief, and that was that ideas and effort trump marks. So for example, let me share an anecdote with you. For a final year project, we were to make a marketing plan for Air India. And as a part of our work on that project, we actually went ahead and set up a meeting with the marketing manager of Air India. We went and we met her in our office at Nariman Point. We got a brief from her, and then we translated that brief into a project. That project was not the highest scoring one, but that's not what the criteria was. The criteria was effort. The criteria was idea. And I think that belief and that work ideology is what I have carried forward in my entrepreneurial journey as well, where performance trumps everything else. The second belief that I want to speak about is you compete you. Now, allow me to take you back a few more years. And what you see on your screens right now is my mark sheet from school. And when we were in school, my parents, Hasmukh and Geeta, they had set a routine for us. We are three sisters. So on every report day, once the reports would come, all five of us would gather, and our parents would go through our report cards in detail. And our parents would talk about how we've performed in this particular examination as compared to the previous ones. So the conversation at home was always about bettering ourselves. There was never any talk about, I wouldn't say never, but there was hardly ever any talk about who stood first, or how much our friends scored, or who else is doing what. It was always about bettering our performance. And that learning that I got at that young age is something that I have taken forward once I entered the professional journey, where I am always competing with myself. I want to be a better version of myself. I want to deliver today better than what I delivered yesterday. We live in a world where social media is, I would say, at its peak. And everywhere around you, you will see people sharing their success stories, their achievement stories. And when I look at these stories, I think to myself, because of this belief that has been ingrained in me, that Hiloni, get inspired, not overwhelmed. Because at the core of it, it's about me competing with myself. The third belief that I want to touch upon is embrace the discomfort. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about me as an individual. At heart, I'm a creative person. Anything that is creative will excite me instantly. So whether it is writing content, whether it is coming up with a marketing strategy for one of my clients, whether it is a branding project, whether it is designing a logo, anything that's creative will instantly excite me. But in my journey as an entrepreneur, I have realized that there are things that I don't like that I have to deal with. I don't like numbers at all. But taxes have to be done. I don't like admin work. I mean, who likes it? But as an entrepreneur, a lot of times the buck stops at my table. So I have to look into things that would not be my first choice. As a skill set, I would say that I was not a good negotiator. I probably still am not the best negotiator, but I've had to work on that skill and I've had to hone it. And embracing this discomfort along with working within my comfort zone has resulted in me valuing and cherishing my key achievements that much more. Because I feel that when you combine the two, your comfort zone and things that make you uncomfortable, the cycle of entrepreneurship kind of comes full circle. Another anecdote that I'd like to share when it comes to embracing one's discomfort is anyone who knows me knows that I am not an outdoor person. I'm not outdoorsy in that sense. But a couple of years ago, I embarked upon a trek with my husband, and we went to Uttarakhand. We did the Hamta Pass trek. We scaled mountains and waded through rivers to reach the peak of 14,000 feet, literally, and in weather conditions that were extreme to say the least. But then again, like I said, just stepping out of my comfort zone, embracing what was causing me discomfort, giving me sleepless nights, helped me discover facets of my personality and made me learn qualities and beliefs about me that have considerably helped me as an entrepreneur. The next belief that I would like to speak about is thoughts become things. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean, this is one belief that I've had since I was around 22, 23 years old. And lest I forget, I have put it up on my office wall where I constantly tell myself that thoughts become things. The idea here is that if you really want something, You have to think about it, and you have to believe in your ability to get it. Allow me to explain. So when Brand Label started as a company around 6 years ago, when I started my company around 6 years ago, we were largely into social media marketing. But branding is something that I have always been personally interested in. And what do I mean by branding? Say for example, panjo kro product hai, ane on product ke pake market mein launch karnu hai. So we want to, anjo logo design kare jo hai, anji packaging design kare ji hai, anji advertising tonality, anji content tonality, akho we have to design it, we have to think about it, we have to strategize it from start to end. And that's something that has always been of interest to me personally. And that is why one of my first jobs was in a branding consultancy called Saffron Brand Consultants way back. And in fact, just another small anecdote. When I was with Saffron, we had pitched to Jio. Jio had not launched then, but we had pitched to Jio for their branding, for their entire branding service. And Saffron is a Spain-based company. So there was an international team of people working on the branding of Jio. So anyways, coming back. So, I always wanted us to do Brand Label, to do a branding project and to get into branding. And I thought about it, and I kept my eyes and ears open for any opportunity that would come up that would allow us to do branding. And an opportunity did come up. And as Shah Rukh would say in his famous movie Om Shanti Om. And once that opportunity came, I immediately contacted the individual who's now my client. I reached out to him, we hit it off, and that's how Brand Label landed its first branding project, where we went on to create a range of aromatherapy products that are today sold locally as well as internationally. What you see on your screens now is just a very small snippet of the work that we did for them. Right from the logo, the names of the products, to the packaging, to the design, to the photography. And this was just the first. After that, the floodgates just opened, and we got to work on many more branding projects. And in sync with thoughts become things is this other belief that I have and that I have honed, is that get things done. As an entrepreneur or even as an individual, very many times we get very comfortable where we are. And we may think that we should do this or we should do that, but then we're too comfortable to actually go ahead and do it. And I think that as an entrepreneur, one skill that I constantly push myself to acquire and to attain and to sharpen is the ability to just get things done. So while what I keep telling myself is that the focus should be on getting things done rather than the results. To take you through how this has worked out in my journey. Brand Label, my company, which is a branding and a digital marketing agency, is at the center of my entrepreneurial universe as of today. But while I've built Brand Label, I have also not let the brand of Loni Furia as a content consultant and a content strategist die down. Along with this, somewhere in around 2018, I wanted to get into teaching, and I wanted to teach the basics of social media marketing to young college graduates. And that's when I launched a venture called Social Pineapple, where we basically conducted workshops for fresh graduates. And we conducted around a couple of workshops, and after that, again, Brand Label took center stage. But it was a thought that came to my mind, which I saw through. And again, another example would be this podcast that I wanted to start. Like for those who don't know, a podcast is basically like radio. It's an audio show. And when I was pregnant last year with my first child, I thought that I should launch a podcast, and I met with a lot of podcast production houses in Mumbai. We in fact shot a couple of pilot episodes, but then the pandemic hit, and it's been on hold since. But the idea being about behind getting things done is that while brand label remains at the center of my universe, like I said before, I don't stop myself from exploring other creative avenues. Because when I allow myself to do that, I feel that I'm able to deliver at my work better. And I feel I'm able to learn that much more. And coming to brand label, which is my branding and digital marketing agency. We've been in business for over 6 years now. We've worked with a host of clients across sectors. It's been an exhilarating journey. We have our fair share of ups and downs of great projects done, great projects delivered, and it's a continuous learning journey, one that I'm thoroughly enjoying. And any students out there who are looking to know more about digital marketing, or graduates who are in the job market and are looking for an internship or a job, that's my email address. Please feel free to reach out. Any clients, any business persons looking to explore the avenue of digital marketing and branding, and you want to set up and you want to initiate a conversation, I'll be more than happy to have that discussion with you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Iloni.
Thank you.
It was nice to hear the very, very, you can say, currently a very hot topic, digital marketing and social media marketing and all that is definitely you can say it's a skill which will continue for many more years currently. It was very nice to hear that. So beginning with a question to all the three of you all, which would have been the biggest challenge that you think in your entrepreneurial journey, which really set your mind to think whether you should return back or you should stop what you're doing. However, you have surpassed that, you've confronted it and you have crossed it, and today you still continue to be an entrepreneur. Yeah, we can begin with Iloni.
Right. So, like I spoke about how I spoke about embracing the discomfort. So, very initially in the journey, the things that I wasn't really excited about, the more mundane stuff, the stuff that would not speak to my creativity, used to really get to me. And that, a lot of times in our journey as an entrepreneur, you have to do the things that you don't like to do that many more times. And whether it was hiring or it was accounts or it was HR related activities, I used to get really overwhelmed, and I used to get very fed up, if that's the word I can use. And I used to be like, why am I doing all this? I should just probably be a freelancer, and I should just do my own thing and not bother with everything else. But I think once I changed my perspective, and I learned to embrace that discomfort and to just realize that all that is just part and parcel of what being an entrepreneur is all about, I was able to move past it and then of course continue.
Thank you so much. Yes, Hina, would you like to share?
Yes, sure. So the biggest challenge is that when I started, I did fairly well, but there comes a time, a point where you really need to reach out to more people. You need to have more clients, and this awareness regarding financial planning, or so to say, was not that much at that time when I started. That is 20 years back. So People were not giving it that much importance, and really need to push myself and to convince people that this should be the priority. So when the things would not close a lot of times after putting so many efforts, or just at a point where it is about to close, the deal would not happen. So that those were the times which you feel a little bit frustrated, and you feel that why would I really want to do all this, it's not working for me or something like that. But then again, I self inspired myself. I've been always doing self motivation, that and that has kept me going and to reach where I am today. So I think I have been able to spread a little bit more awareness to a lot of people through whatever I have done. Thank you.
Thank you, Ina. Yes, Rupal.
Yeah, so here for in agriculture, as you know, it's totally nature related. So sometimes nature does prove to be quite a challenge. The weather proves to be a challenge. And also there have been times when we've just done our plantations, the strawberries have been in the ground, all the plants have gone in, and then it's just raining, or sometimes it just starts hailing. So then there are times when that itself, and we have to counter it by some certain shade nets, by doing certain greenhouse practices, also to work with the farmers, as in when we are doing contract farming, that itself, to break through the barriers, to make them sure, to assure them that they don't have to use inorganic fertilizers. That initially it does pose to be a challenge. And but however, over the years, when they have seen the produce, they've seen the taste, and they have got the buyback guarantees from us, they've been very happy. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I think it was, you have been very honest in the kind of challenges that you all have faced. And we wish you really crossed those hurdles and have, accepted them as a winning position. Uh, I just have a few questions right now before I go on to my question. Mahendra Bhai Chera from Prince, who is also a trustee in this organization, has a message for Rupal. Rupal, you have achieved a lot in a short span of time. And I have witnessed your entire journey, as you are a quick learner and a quick implementer. You will reach great heights soon due to life purpose and customer focus. So it's a comment, a positive comment.
Thank you.
And Sanjay Bhai has asked a question. A great information of your individual journey and challenges faced. This is for all the three of you. Has your image amongst family members and relatives changed? And do you see the spirit of positivity? What has been the reaction from other KVOs? So this is, I think what he's asking you is, what is the impact that the family has had on you, or your entrepreneurship has had on your family? How do they view the whole thing for you? Yeah, we can go in the same order. Hina, I think you can start.
Okay. Yes, the family, so to say, has always been supportive during this journey. And, after having two kids also, I really appreciate that though they are very young, they always support me. They know that my mom would be going to office, and they really manage themselves very well during this time. And with the family also, there when you are really doing something of your own, I think you earn that respect from the people. There may be a little bit of sometimes hurdles or something like that, or when you are starting they may not like, but eventually I think they understand very well. And I am really lucky to have that supportive family from my in-law side as well. So yes, and that I have really gained a lot of respect after doing my whatever I'm
Excellent.
doing. Yeah.
What about the KVO community, Hina?
KVO community, I have always got that support from the community, and since my father is already doing a lot of things, so that support has always been there. Uh, that's all I would like to share.
Yes, Rupal, would you like to share?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much, Mahendra Bhai, for his positive comments. And he's a fantastic mentor, I must say. Also, our family has supported our activities, and my father-in-law, Ramnik Bhai, has been most inspiring for all of us. So we are here because in Mahabaleshwar, this is you are with nature, and in nature this is wonderful to have this kind of a besides the hotel also this is a fantastic kind of an opportunity to have, and I really thank all of my family for it. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm sure Sanjay Bhai, you're getting the responses very positive from the family. I think what Sanjay Bhai is asking is, did it give you more respect? You're being an entrepreneur. Did it give you more respect?
Of course, it does. I mean, see, apart from the educated background, when you're actually on ground level and you're performing and you're doing and you're achieving all those things, so there's a respect for you yourself. You tend to inspire others to do the same. And yeah, overall, the community has been really great so far.
So much. Yes, we will have our young entrepreneur Hiloni. What do you have to say?
Yes, so I'll answer in two parts. The first is I'd like to say that I think my family has had impact on my entrepreneurship. My husband Umang is the one that we are constantly talking about work and business, and he is my sounding board for any and every problem, achievement, hurdle. And it's just amazing to have a partner that understands your work and respects it. Also, both my sets of parents, whether it was the way I was raised by Hasmukh and Geeta, always independent. There was no conversation in our house about any difference. Like right now, people talk about gender neutral upbringing. I think my parents did it way back when it was not in fashion. And both my sisters are also entrepreneurs. And whether it is my in-laws, Chandrika and Pradeep Gala, who have created a home environment that is honestly open and very warm, receiving to any sort of venture that their daughter-in-laws want to do. So in that sense, my family is they are very supportive. What impact my entrepreneurship has had on my family, I'll be honest that I come from a generation where I think women like Hina and Rupal have had it a little probably tough, and they've paved the way for women like me, where it has become honestly very commonplace and natural for families to receive the women in the family working in a very positive manner. So yeah.
Thank you, Hiloni, for that.
Yeah.
And I just continue with a few comments. Meenal Ketan Gada, who is herself a mentor for entrepreneurs. She did conduct some sessions for Matushri Manibai also. She's given her comment, embracing discomfort is entrepreneurship. So I think this is in response to Hiloni.
Yeah.
Vilas Kenya, who is a great supporter for education, has found the session very informative. Thank you, Vilas Bhai. Mahendra Bhai has asked a question. What is your advice to working women on family and work-life balance? Yeah, we can go in the same order.
Okay. So what I would say is, where there's a will, there's a way. And I guess it's just about finding your work-life balance.
Yeah. I think that, you know, you've just got to wing it. There are going to be good days and there are going to be bad days, and some days you're going to ace at doing everything, and some days you're going to not do anything well, and that's all okay. It's all a part and parcel.
Yeah. So these are different perspectives. Yes, Hina?
Yeah, so I would like to add to this is that this family work-life balance is very important, I feel, because if you have achieved very well in on the work front, and there is something lacking in the family, again that affects your work as well. So I think. Somewhere we need to manage there though there they the both the things overlap, they may overlap sometimes, and as Hiloni shared, there may be good days, bad days, but again we have to come back to get that balance to be happy in both the ways, because you cannot just excel in one field and not the other. So that is what I feel.
Yeah. I think I'd just like to pick up on the word that Hina says. There are going to be good days and bad days, but you have to come back. So there are days which will be bad, but you need to get back also and iron out those, whatever has been, you can say, disrupted. You may have to smoothen out those areas also. I have my question to all the three of you all. Which are the current challenges for any entrepreneur? Any entrepreneur, irrespective of the space in which you are. What would be the current challenges for women entrepreneurs? Since today we have the panel of all women entrepreneurs. Otherwise, you can even answer generally what would be the challenges. Maybe Hina wants to go first. Yes, Hina?
Yeah, so currently the challenges for women entrepreneurs could be that, reaching out to people or maybe sales. So if we consider the pandemic at the moment, since it is very difficult to move out and, reach people to promote your product or service, that is what can be challenging. And sometimes a lot of women or entrepreneurs, to be general, are not that much tech savvy, or they have not adopted this virtual platform that is there, which they need to unlearn and relearn a lot of things. So that change that is happening in the way businesses are done right now, that can be challenging, I feel.
Yeah. All right. Yes, Rupal, would you like to go next?
Yeah, why not? So right now, I feel in the present COVID times, that itself is a challenge. And till a certain vaccine is out or things are back to normal. And also in terms of sustainability, businesses now have to adapt, and be it for women entrepreneurs or normal businesses, they do have to adapt and reinvent themselves to last longer and stay in the game. Yes, that's what I believe.
Thank you. Yes, Hiloni?
Yes. So, I think in the past around 5-6 years, what has happened is that the way market trends are moving, the way technology is developing, it's all so fast to a point where it is extremely difficult to keep up. You have to always keep evolving. You have to always keep changing. You have to always keep bettering yourself, always keep upping the game. You have to be ready to pivot to suit market conditions or market needs. And I think as an entrepreneur, that is, obviously challenging.
Yeah, I agree to that. I have a question to Rupal. Rupal, you are in a space where a lot of time you must be spending on the farms in the open.
Yes.
And definitely you're working with perishable products.
Absolutely.
So you need to take care of that on a regular basis.
Yes.
Have you converted those perishable products into non-perishable products through your food processing and packaging? I mean, how many such products have you been able to? Because you did mention 80 products.
Yes.
So in what, if you have to categorize them into perishable and non-perishable, how many such products are non-perishable?
Right now, I'm dealing with a lot of perishable products. So because we have a vast range which comprises of vegetables, fruits, herbs, and the exotics. However, there is a need to do value addition and to somehow process it in a very good manner so that perishability is not a challenge for us anymore. So in terms of the herbs which are grown here, for example, mint or basil, which we grow, which is very flavorful, which grows beautifully in Mahabaleshwar with our climatic conditions. So we use methods like dehydration. Also, another one I'm thinking of is a solar drying method using natural resources. And those herbs are very pure, and that can be processed and used in our industry, which is the food industry. So it's a direct utilization. I'm not even looking out for a market right now. Also, with a proximity to the jams and jelly factories all around. So it's very close in terms of strawberries. They can be utilized in and preserved in terms of jams, jellies. In the restaurants,
my question was mainly referring to that, the processed
yes,
jams and jellies and
processed. Yes, yes. So we have a direct market at our doorstep, actually, if you go to see.
Yeah, true, very
and
true.
The sky's the limit, because here we are thinking of other berries as well, which are always under R&D, like cranberries, blueberries. You're thinking raspberries of very good quality. Why import it? Why not we grow it here?
I have a question again to you itself.
Yes.
Is your next generation, Rupal, is your next generation involved in your entrepreneurs?
They are getting there. Very much. They are very supportive. They are helping me in terms of a lot of my techniques, in terms of digitalization, helping me with that. So, oh yes. And in terms of marketing it beautifully, yes. So that's a huge support system, and I'm trying to get them in there with me.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Yes, I have a question for Hina. Hina, you are in a space which is, I'm sure it is, I wouldn't say crowded, I would say overcrowded by men, because you are in the area of finance, and men would really like to be in that area. Do you face a lot of competition with respect to that? Do you experience gender competition there?
I did not face anything like that. So to be very honest, yes, competition is there. I would not put it as a gender competition, but there are a lot of you can say advisors over there. So what puts me apart from that is that I offer a holistic way approach to it, a complete umbrella of financial products at one place. So you can say a one-stop shop for all your financial needs. So that somewhere sets me apart from the other advisors who are not maybe certified or qualified to offer a proper financial planning, need-based approach. That is what I feel.
That's very nice to know.
Thank you.
Yes, Iloni, I have a question for you.
Yes, please tell me.
You already mentioned that the 21st century skill set and in the way in which social media marketing and technology has been moving, it's really too fast. And it's also demanding as far as investments are concerned. There is a huge investment if you're setting up your own ERPs or your own media platforms to boost your media platforms and so on. So do you think this is really a challenge for your clientele to understand that? Or is that part of education just happening automatically?
So, it was a big challenge a couple of years ago. In fact, when we started out, it was always challenging to explain to customers why they need to go digital or why they need to make investments. But honestly, now, and especially after COVID, that learning has happened by itself. Like, every client has realized that every not client, but every individual, every industry, they have realized that they need to make investments, whether it is time or employees or money, into their business that will take them, towards the entire digital universe.
Thank you so much. I'll just read some more comments and questions. Meenal Ketan Gada has said, great, just one sentence explains all. When there is a will, there is a way. Yeah, that was for the last, I think that is for Rupal. Rupal did say that to Mahendra Bhai's question. Mahendra Bhai has asked, will you prefer to help KVO women for the growth of their business? And will you give some suggestions what way MMSD KKF can support it? Yeah.
Yes. So, here the idea is I would be very happy to help the women. They're most welcome to approach me at any given time. I'm very accessible. And I'd like to help them set up an entire dream farm setup. And I can really help them do it with it where it can be a very profitable venture for them under my guidance, and they will be able to reap the rewards very soon with that.
So the only thing that they'll require is the green farm.
I'm here.
Unless they get into processing your raw material.
We can work out many things with them, and it will be a wonderful journey for them and me to support and help the women. That's what women empowerment is all about, right?
It's very nice to know. Thank you so much for that. Yes, Hina?
Yeah, so that was, I think, one of my visions that I have shared already, that I really want to spread this awareness. Yes, and I would be really happy to help, or, for any guidance, or if anyone wants to really pursue this as a career or take it forward, I would really be happy to help and guide the women.
Thank you so much. Yes, Iloni?
Yes, I think I also have mentioned it in my presentation where, you're a student, you're a graduate, you have a business that you're wondering how you can, promote it on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. You're wondering how to, increase sales. You're wondering how to initiate a career in this domain, whatever it is. I'm here to, start a conversation and to, take that forward. So yes, definitely.
Thank you very much for all the three of your intentions to support KVO women, and definitely on the platform of MMSD KKF, we will look forward and definitely contact you all for that back. My last question to all the three of you is, how do you view this entire platform? What are your views for towards the sharing of your entrepreneurial journey. What was your experience during this process? Right from the time I contacted you all and from the time you're presenting it right now, if you can just share what has been your experience. Do you really look at it? I mean, I think I won't put words into your mouth. Yes, Hina, you can start.
Okay, so the time you contacted me, from that, yes, I took it up as an opportunity to share my views, definitely, without thinking anything. The second thing was that how to put my journey into a presentation and, put it forward to, so that required a lot of thought process, and to the entire journey of 20 years to put it into 8 to 10 minutes. Yeah, that was a wonderful experience. I really lived back all those moments and thought a lot about it. So that is how has been my experience while on this platform, while being live and sharing my journey, and also viewing the journey of two of my other co-panelists. It's been really inspiring, and uh, I basically feel that learning never stops. You always learn something from every person that you meet. So there has been a lot of learning that has happened, and the process is always, it is always on, never stops. You are on mute, Ilanti.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, Rupal.
Yes, so this has been fantastic since the moment you contacted me, and it's like, as Hina said, also we've been going through the past and just putting everything in a nutshell. And however, this is a fantastic opportunity for women to reach out, for like-minded people to reach out, create and manifest itself, and develop into a reality, overcoming all hurdles and challenges. That is part and process of the venture of creating your baby, creating your company, whatever has been. So yes, this is a fantastic platform, and I must thank you all for this.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that,
yeah, sorry, you continue.
yeah, so there are three things that happened. One was, like, Rupal and Hina both have said, it was all the past memories came rushing back, and the entire journey that was lived came back in flashes, and it was really good to relive those days in that sense. The second thing that has happened is, when you think about what you've achieved, it inspires you to move ahead, it inspires you to do more, and it instills that confidence in you. And I think that the coming together of the past and the future has been, it has been good. And the third thing is that, as we've shared our stories today, I hope that someone somewhere sitting and listening to this, who was in some sort of doubt, or who was not sure, or who was wondering whether they should or they should not, I hope that they've been inspired to kind of push the pedal and go ahead and relive or live their entrepreneurial journey.
Thank you so much. I still have one more question. You all have visited the YouTube channel of MMSDKPF. Has any of the video or any part of the video helped you all in any way?
Yes, yeah. So I have watched a couple of, I think, few videos before preparing the presentation to know how, to the flow of the program, etc. Yes, and it has helped me to prepare the journey. I have taken inspiration from a lot of entrepreneurs who have already shared their journey. So there has been a lot of learning there too. and it has helped me prepare my journey today in front of you all.
Yes, Rupal, any insights that you received from any of the videos that you have? Any part of the video, and did it give you any insights?
A lot of some of the videos inspired me, and I was quite amazed career spans of all the women and the girls, what they have been through, and it's quite a range. And it's been very inspiring that there's so many fields out there for you to go and achieve and do it. So yeah, that's been really great.
Thank you so much. Yes, Heloni.
You know, the one thing that stood out for me is that with every person sharing their story, there was this underlying note of never giving up, and that has really stood out. So usually at night, you know, when my daughter sleeps, I would watch Netflix. But now I watch videos here, and I get inspired because it's really nice to hear and listen to people talk about their journey and how they've overcome barriers. So yes, that never give up spirit has been really inspiring.
Thank you. I think you found a very good replacement for Netflix. Of course, you don't miss out on that, but definitely view these also.
Yes, definitely.
I have a few message. Mahendra Bhai has given a message. All have got a very inspiring journey. All the best. God bless you all. Thanks, Rupal, for the compliment as a fantastic mentor. It's my hobby, and it makes me happy to see people growing. One can always approach me. And Pradeep Gala, of course, he's mentioned, congratulated me. Renuka Furia has said, very nice and informative session. Great going. I think people who are there on the YouTube are really enjoying it. Your interaction speaks a lot. You'll have made your journey so clear, and it was so well presented. And more than that, I think the journey that you have experienced, that itself is very rich. And although I've been kept saying Hiloni young, but Hiloni also has a very young, a very rich experience of entrepreneurship. And I think there are a lot of people in the background, your parents, your partners, your children, who have also played a great role in bringing you where you are, and which was very obvious in your story, which you have expressed also. So we really wish you the best, your family the very best. On behalf of Matushri Manibai, Shivji Devji, Kanya Keroni Fund, I also thank all the participants on YouTube. I hope I have not missed any question. However, we will definitely share your contact details in case anyone requires. And do remember to view MMSD KKF YouTube channel and view them, subscribe, and do get back to us with your feedback. Thank you very much to all the three of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. This has been fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Elabain, for this wonderful opportunity. Really,
You can have a little more strawberries on our behalf.
I think we would love to come there and taste.
I'm going to invite you all to come here for a bit of strawberry tasting, and you have to taste my products and believe in them too. That's why I'm here.
Thank you so much.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.